Hello, everybody. This is kind of like a long one, but I'm going to shorten it. This man, I don't know who that man is. He was in a beige sort of shirt and pants, and he came from the backyard and he just stood there. And when perceived him or saw him, which shocking to me, he had the full, immense, total immense power of darkness. I go, what? Who in the heck is that? But he didn't attack me or anything like that, or else things would have been different. But he just stood there, and to his left, behind him, it seemed like it was far away, but not well. I knew it was far away, but for some reason I was able to see it. There was a whole organization of people, and they're all wearing business suits, but they're a little bit like shadowy or there's like a darkness of them, but I could see that they're wearing business suits. Well, I didn't know they weren't attacking me or asking me questions, but then I did get the impression that they were overly curious about me, or him and whoever those organizational people were. They were overly curious, not curious, overly curious. So I didn't know what to do. So I just said the new and gifted them, and they just went away. And then about maybe half an hour, they came back, and I did the new, gifted them, went away. This happened like 4 times. I don't know why. So I thought, okay, this time I'm gonna gift them and try to gift them with the isness of being, even though I'm not really sure how to do that. I just put the intent that I'm gifting you with the isness of being. And again, they came, and again, I did that. I did the new, and they went left. Okay, then I thought I'm going to this time put on the robe of business because I haven't done that in a long time because I didn't know what their intent was or whatever. So I had the robe of business, and yeah, they came back again. This time when they came back, for some reason I became giant, and I wanted to hug them to gift them, and instead they just zoomed away again. So then I thought, well, I don't know how to, they're not talking to me or anything. And then all of a sudden, this man wearing a blue shirt and a blue pants, and it was kind of glowing a little bit. He came to my right, and so he was like in the middle of me and him when they came back again. And he and then that's when I noticed there was this velvet like screen in front of me. I didn't really notice it when the man in beige clothing or came, but I noticed it when the man in the blue came, glowing blue shirt, glowing blue pants, that there was this velvet like a screen, but you could see through it. Anyways, he said, and when he came, the man in beige clothing, the one that's overly curious about, all of a sudden a robot like metal thing came from his head to his hip. It popped out. When it popped out, uh, I thought it almost looked like a Terminator robot, but not quite, but something like that. And then the man in the blue said, he's not a robot, but he's being controlled like a robot. And I said, okay, he's not a robot, but he's being controlled like a robot. And then he said, we want you to be aware of them. And and then he said, he is like Rosemary's Baby. If you watch the movie, he's like one of those. And I thought, when he said we want you to, I thought, well, who's we? Besides him, who's we that we want you to be aware of? But he didn't answer that. And then he left. And then all of a sudden, for some reason, I went around the man. And when I went around him, like I made a circle and went around him, uh, it's kind of like he froze. And then the people in the organization people, they froze too because I didn't see no movement. And I don't know why I was looking at his back. I was just curious of why they were overly curious about me. So then I zoomed back again, made a circle, and I just looked at them. And this time when I looked at them, the organization people were all wearing black robes. And there was like maybe rows and rows of them. I don't know how many hundreds, but behind them was a fiery red flame coming up. And then something said, he is controlled by them to do whatever it is that they want him to do or to manifest. And so that's why he's sort of like a robot. And also then this time I was able to see that there was 2 or 3 entities attached to his back. And they made sure that he obeyed their orders. Those 3 entities were like, they were almost like one, but they weren't. You could see that they were attached. And for some reason, they're invisible, but I was able just to see their outline. And then I thought, this is really strange. I don't know what else to do with them. I don't know what else to say to them because they're not asking questions and they're not attacking me. I just that overly curious. So then I thought, well, so they left because I started to sing the new, and they came back. When they came back, I thought I got the idea. Hey, oh no! When they came back, he came back like a wounded animal, like he was asking for help, like pleading for help. And I said, well, like a wounded animal, it will try to bite you or attack you because it's so much in pain. So that's why I didn't really trust the person. So I just said, okay, if you're sincere in wanting help, then I need you to sing the new. When I said that, they left. And this happened like 3 times. I told them to sing the new. I was even feeling like I was either a father or an older brother saying, no, you need to sing the new because they kept coming back. And I didn't know if they were trying to trick me or not. So I said, okay, this is getting silly and ridiculous. I'm not gonna, they're not asking me, they're not attacking me, they're just there. So this time I said, okay, I'm gonna invite the golden guide this time, and maybe he'll be able to communicate with them and whatever, because I did everything that I think I could. So when they came back again, I invited the golden guide. Usually when the golden guide comes, he comes like in human form, like arms, legs, and head and feet and whatever, and glowing gold and beige and white. But this time when he came from my left side. When he came, he was just this ball of light, just this big ball of light. I don't know how big it was, but it was a big ball of light. And then when that happened, then I left. I myself, wherever I was, even though it seemed like it was the backyard, I came back into like my body, I guess. But I don't know what happened after that. How he communicated with them, and that's the end.
Hey, Ramone, it's Duane. Yeah, that's very good. You should write that up. That's very, very good. Jeremy's there too. You kids should write that experience up. It's pretty self-explanatory. All of it is. It's just the process we're all going through, and you made an introduction there. That's the best you can do. Yeah, and that's it. So, yeah, no, it was excellent experience. That's why it ended there. It was just that's your part for that time. There's more to it. So again, they were introduced to something, the new you, and they're going back and forth. When they're first in the business suits, that's the business world. Okay, the business world is all about controlling others. That's what it's all about. It's not what we think it is because we've been grown up with it. It's all about control. It's just another type of control that looks good, that fools people. And so they're going back and forth. They're undoubtedly having meetings, like business meetings, discussing this and coming back and forth, etc. It's like that. And so again, you're just there to introduce it. You're somebody that can relate to them in a particular way. Plus, you get the experience. All right, you're set up to get the experience to become involved also. This is all a setup. The whole thing was a setup for you. but it's a very, very good experience. I would write it down and then share that, you and Jeremy there, and put it into a group or whatever. So, we're continually trying to get to the world and wake them up. And it's a huge process, very, very huge. And it takes a long time. So, but that's very, very good, Ramone. That's your part to contribute. Thank you.